these work. Let's see.
Do you want to have a pizza?
No, I started my live stream already. Okay?
Okay.
Sorry.
Bye.
All right. Is anybody in here? Let's see. Hello. Let's see. Wait. I'm not sure how to work this. Okay. Let's see. Such a beautiful place. Oh, good. Hello. Hi from Rancho Sedona RV Park. Hello. In Florida. Good for you. Hey there, we hear you. All right, Colorado there. Okay, so this is all new to me. Poured myself a little glass of wine, maybe not so little, but so I have on the slow mo thing. I'm supposed to only get it like every 60 seconds. I don't know how that works. Howdy, Gypsy Adventure. Okay, I'm the hostess with the mostest. Well, thank you. All right. You guys are so great. I mean, I can't even believe that there's 100 and some people on here. This has been such a fast and amazing journey. Oklahoma. I loved Oklahoma. That was a nice place to drive through for me. It was easy. Hi, Jeff. Good day from Australia. Hi, Karen. Okay. Namaste, Archer. Hello from Wisconsin. Hello, Cheesehead. We call you from Minnesota. Okay, so somebody tell me, I made this necklace. If you didn't see it, with my own hands, I made it. Maybe I'll put it on so you can see. And I'll just show you. So I don't know. Does anybody have an idea? I didn't think this through. Yeah, I just kind of jump in with both feet with things, as you can see. Does anybody have an idea how I can write people's names down? Like if you want to, because what I do is I have a hat and I'm going to pull a name out of the hat. So anybody got ideas? You've been in here for an hour? The thing is, so when I went to schedule my live stream, it said that it was 7 p.m., but I wanted to make sure it doesn't give you, what is it, like a time zone? And so it said to go to your Gmail and change it there on the calendar. So yeah, I need to have a few mods. You've been there over an hour. I'm so sorry. I thought I changed the time zone to be where I am now, that it would start at 7 p.m. this time. And I put it was Mountain Standard Time. So I am so sorry, you guys, that you have been here. It's my first one. You can use the YouTube draw to pick the name. Oh, how do you do that? Somebody tell me that. So I'm sorry. I'm totally new to this. So you guys are helping me out. You've helped me out since I left, and you've given me a lot of great ideas. So, thank you. You're fine. Thanks, you guys, for the support. I mean, to be having people on here and then just kind of fumbling around. I wish I could have people talk to me. Have people pick a number between 1 and 1,000. That's a good idea because then I don't have to do that. Okay, how about we do this? I will watch for, let's see, how many minutes do you think that I'll have people guessing? I'll pick a number and for what, like 2 minutes or something like that? And you guys just give me numbers. And then if somebody gets it, I will give it to them. 7 Mountain Time was correct. Okay, that's what I thought. So I'm sorry if you guys were confused. Oh, good. Everyone here is super chill and nice. Not the haters that have commented. Actually, I've gotten a lot less. So it's been so great. Okay, good. But I knew what time and the time was posted in. Okay, good. Okay, then I don't feel so bad. I'm glad. I just wouldn't have wanted you sitting here waiting for an hour, and I'm out there. And actually, what's so interesting is Donna's friend Judy. They've known each other since college, and moderators in your room, maybe consider assigning some moderators on the live stream. Somebody tell me what the moderator does. I'm sure like they're the ones that look at what's being written there, and then do they tell me? You're talking to a newbie. You guys, like I said, jumped on the train pretty early, so you are watching me from like the get-go. And you know, I'm grateful to you guys for helping me. What is slow mode? So slow mode is what I read, that everybody's supposed to only be able to comment like every 60 seconds. They delete the bad comments. That's good. Thank you. Take care of nasty people. Yeah. Oh, okay. So somebody put 125. So let me pick, I'm going to pick a number 1 through, I'm just going to say 500. Okay. There's only 150 people on here. So how about that? I'll do 150. And so you guys just start guessing, and I'll give, I already have a number, 1 through 150. Ooh. Close. Ooh, really, one number off. Oh, close. Oh my gosh. Oh, come on, you guys. Okay, how about I do this? It's going to be, oh my gosh, there were 2 right in between. I'll knock it down 1 through 100, okay? Because it's within there. So then we can probably get there sooner. Oh, so 1 through 100. Give me 1 through 100. If you already guessed, you can just keep guessing so that we can get somebody who wins it. How can you guys have been so close, one on either side? Okay. Oh, you guys are so close, like one off. How about I'll give you, it's 1 through 95, so don't go higher than 95. I don't, you can leave whatever you want. Oh, 2,777, really close. Okay. Can somebody not? Oh. Let's put 1 through 90. How about 50 through 90? It's between 50 and 90. This is kind of interesting because there's so many people who are, there were 2 right next to each other, and it's the number in between that 2 people guessed. You guys are so close. How about between 70 and 90? Between 70 and 90. 88. Who said 88? Tracy? Tracy Losi? That's what it was. Tracy. You won. 88. So you get the necklace. Oh, and I was going to show you too. People wanted to see Donna's necklace. And this was Donna. So these are butterfly wings. And she made this for her neighbor who does a lot for her. I feel like a kid in elementary school. Sorry. Yeah, so do I right now. Oh, you also said 88, Jane? I'm sorry. I must have went right past it. Jane, I'll send you something too, okay? Jane Foster. Okay. And then you guys, I don't know, you can reach out to me or I'll reach out to you and get your addresses so I can send you something. Congrats. Thank you. Yeah, I get to be a mod too. Thanks, guys. Yeah, so for the next one, honestly, this is just me like practicing this. I hope I better get better at this. So ask me a question. Ask me anything you want. I mean, I'm pretty open. Anything you want to know. Oh, thank you. Yeah, my email is tmjt26@hotmail.com. So I have that in my information. So you can just email me there, email me your information. So, boondocking with Boomer. That's hilarious. Where am I heading? So after this, I plan on heading to, I kicked it, Texas. And so if anybody, I'm looking for some hot springs. Does anybody know where some hot springs are that I can stop? I'm going to go back through New Mexico and head to Texas. So if anybody, oh yeah, Tracy, can I be a mod? Love to learn how. Tracy, reach out to me at my email address. And so for the next one, yeah, if anybody wants to be a mod, because I don't even know what a mod does. I know it's a moderator, but let's see. Great to see you. Okay. Oh, thank you. I love your channel. I'm mid-40s going to full-time in the spring. Congratulations. So tomorrow, I was just going to say, it's kind of interesting that her friend actually just called. Her name is Judy, and she just stopped by. So they're out there now eating pizza, and that's why we were having a glass of wine. We cheered to each other. Anybody else having a glass of wine or something? So Judy travels and she has a camper. So she trails a camper. She doesn't have it with her now. She's heading to Florida to take care of some stuff. Have you enjoyed setting up the vlog channel? I have. I'm someone, if you know, I was a paralegal, done quite a few things, but I love to do research. And I have been sitting at that table when I haven't been hiking or doing other things. It's amazing how full the days are. I get up at 6:00. If you see, I'm usually up at 5, and I usually post my video whenever I get up. Do a Google search for hot springs in the state that you want. Okay, that makes sense. I just thought if somebody knew of some place that was really nice, because I know some of them. I did look, and some are like, yeah, you wouldn't want to sit in there, or it's overcrowded, and I can imagine what people do in hot springs. But anyway, having a black sangria listening to you. Cheers. Cheers, Gulf View. Gulf View for me. I think that's what it says. Anybody else need their glasses? So I got these glasses, and I got new ones from my insurance that I have. And usually my insurance didn't pay for them, but they were $25. So I have bifocals, and usually you get the ones without the, you can't see. And no wonder these were $25. Look I have like the little things you can could see. So anyway, I'm 56. It's allowed. Glass of milk, way to go. Yep. I mod for channels as well. Okay, so by next time, I promise you, I will figure out the mods and it will go a lot smoother. But honestly, it's going as smooth, more smooth than I expected it to go right now. So it's just too bad that you can't really keep up with everything, because that's what a mod would do, I know. Yep, a captain and Coke counts for sure. So what's the name of your blog? Oh, come to Banff. I've been to Canada I was in Montreal and Quebec, and I loved it. And so many people have said, because I've asked people that travel where the most beautiful place they've ever been, and Banff has been a lot of their answers. I would love to go to Banff. Alaska, actually, my niece and I want to go to Alaska in the spring. We want to go like dog wishing. Is that what it's called? And do something like that. So try the hot tub water cross in the off the vine vintage trails in Texas. Okay. All right. So, I just want to tell you guys too. So Judy, back to Judy. I keep losing my train of thought. So Judy travels, and it's so interesting that we've all come together because Donna wants to look for an Airstream, and we're all at this age of life. And I know a lot of people out there. If you saw my video about being a caretaker, I'll just kind of skim over this because I'm sure you guys have seen the videos. My sister passed away at 42. She had cervical cancer. She left 2 kids. They were 12 and 10. Anna and Chad. And then her husband passed away 10 years later. He had a brain tumor, and my dad had congenital heart failure, so he died in hospice. And then my sister had strokes when she was 62, so she's been in an assisted living home since then, and she'll never get out. But it's a nice assisted living home, and it's close to where we live in Minnesota. And my brother passed away just about exactly 2 years ago. We buried him the day before my birthday, and he was 61, and he had colon cancer. And so that prompted me, and my daughter goes to college in Washington. And so, being a caregiver pretty much my whole life, my sister passed away when I was 28, and that I felt guilty wanting to take time for myself. But, and I hear that from some of the comments from you guys. And I want you to know, I was just telling Donna that when I actually left, that I thought I thought, oh, I want to go back to Minnesota. Like I thought, and now that I'm out on the road and doing this, I feel so free, and I don't feel guilty. And we all need to live our lives. It's so short. Yeah, the necklace already's been given away. Sorry, I had to do it quick. I had to figure out how. Next time I give some away, I love to give stuff away. So if anybody has good ideas, write them in the comments, or because I know this is going by fast. Again, sorry, not really used to this yet, but I will get moderators for the next one. I'm a newbie here, just learning, but I really want to. What I want to do is support you in doing what you want to do. And like I said in my video today, you don't have to do a grandiose thing like sell everything like I did and move into a van. You can do small things. Small things are adventures. Let's see. Oh, my mom, my dad, my brother-in-law, both in-laws. Yeah. So I think that, no guilt is awesome. Well, I grew up Catholic. I went to a Catholic school. It's hard to get out of it without any guilt, but I'm guilt-free. I've come to the other side. Yes. Yeah. Love my accent. It's so weird. I don't think I have an accent, and I think I say Minnesota or something like that, but yeah, it's so weird that when you have an accent, you don't think you do, but you think everybody else does. Blind View's in the house. Woot woot. He said, hey, Blind, I love his channel. I didn't even know, all of a sudden, do you know I had just taken off, and then I saw somebody said Blind View sent me. Well, it was stuck. And then I saw my face was on a thumbnail. What's this? But I love him. I just watched his live stream about Nikki Deventhal, and she's in Arizona, and her tire got stolen, like just out in like the public. It was crazy. You're an Aussie, so you have an accent. Well, I think you have an accent, I'm sure. But I love an Australian accent, where I don't think Minnesota is so like, I would consider it like something you want to listen to. Oh, yep, Gypsy Adventure. You were diagnosed with a tumor. Yep, autoimmune disease. So you have to go and not put off your dreams. And that's exactly right. That's exactly right. If anything that all that has taught me, and believe me, I know it's weird to say, but I am grateful. And I will tell you one more thing, guilt here too. I've been taking care of my mom 24/7 for the last 5 years, but I have help here for her. So I'm heading out in my new van build after Christmas. Patty Coretta, congratulations. Everybody give Patty a thumbs up or a big clap. That takes, like I said in my video, I wasn't afraid to go and go by myself. I was afraid not to go because I was afraid of being left in Minnesota and not seeing anything the rest of my life. Caregiver takes a lot out of the caretaker. Yep. Somebody wrote me yesterday on a video and said that she has, her husband died. She feels like, she kind of wasted her life. She has an autistic son, and, she sees no way out. And you know what? I'm not much of a crier, but when I talk about, that's what I love about this community, is that I feel that I've connected with a lot of you, because I love when you tell me your stories. Because if I tell you, oh, tell Donna hello, I will. And she was lovely on video. Thank you. She is. That it resonates, maybe it's being in this age group, being 56 and kind of in that sandwich generation where you're taking care of, your older parents and stuff like that. And then you're taking care of your kids. We were just talking about Judy, that, sometimes when your kids get older and then they have kids and they expect you to stick around and babysit. And it's like, but wait a minute, I just got done taking care of you. I want to go off and do my own thing. And we kind of get sucked into, because we're parents. We want to take care of our kids, our families. But, before our health fails, we need to, I told you, grab life by the balls and just do it. So, go Patty. Yep. Go Patty. Anybody else taking off soon, or, getting inspired? And this too, does your daughter mind the gray rain, dark days in Seattle? No, she actually likes it there. She wants to stay there, and she's going to be a teacher, and she's actually a special education teacher, and she's going to stay and get her master's. And she loves Seattle. She met someone there. So Brazoria, Texas. Never heard of it. The Gulf Coast south of Houston. Hello, Cynthia. We are writing a similar book. I've heard that, and I think that that's what has resonated. And I tell you what, like I said, my granddaughter is a year old now, and she's the reason I stayed here for the extra year. Time to get moving. It's time for your kids, and don't take my advice, but it's time for your kids to take care of themselves. My oldest sister, Sandy, so I'm the youngest of 6, big Catholic family. And I was just telling Donna and Judy that her son, who's 50, and his wife had a baby like 2 years ago. Yes, the guilt. Just had a new granddaughter, and it's so hard. That is why I'm watching and not doing it. Yep. So here's the thing. We're all responsible for ourselves, okay? And you are not going to hurt your kids by telling them that you won't take care of their kids. And that's what like daycare is for and things like that. And this is just my belief. I stayed home with my daughter for, I think, 6 months after she was born, 9 months maybe. And I was itching to get out and just, be around people. And I thought it was good for her to be around other kids too. And it really behooved her. She knew how to play with other kids and stuff like that. But it's time for you to get out there and do what you want to do before you don't have your health anymore. My mom has taken her on some short road trips. Yeah. And I know you guys love my mom. My mom is the greatest. I actually have one more video of her. So I put up the one that was just from before I left when she just turned 92. So that was right before I left. And then you guys loved her so much. I put up like an older one that was when she turned 90. I have a second one from that. And I want to post it just because she's so lovely and she's fun to listen to. Got my van ready. Yes. You guys, yeah, and I love how you guys are supporting each other to just do it. But so I have another video of her, and it will be like from before. I am going back in February, speaking of kind of caretaking. My sister and brother-in-law are going on vacation. So, we want somebody to stay with my mom. So I'll be going home for 2 weeks in February. I'm flying. And then I'll do a bunch of Q&As with Joy. Joy, yes, Joy was properly named. You have the best mom. I do have the best mom. I lucked out. I tell you what, I had the best dad too. He wasn't very lovey, like, oh, I love you, but he would do anything for us. So he was great. 65, I am traveling. Somewhat I am able to, I have a 2021 Jeep. Wow, that would be great. Your mom's amazing. Your mom's the best. She is, well, she's not really single. She, I don't want to say dates, but so my dad had 8 kids in his family. My Aunt Eleanor was the oldest. And then my Uncle Frank was the youngest. My dad was in between. And kind of all my dad's brothers have passed away, except for my Uncle Frank, who was 9 when my mom and dad got married. She was 19. My dad was 20. And now she goes out with my Uncle Frank. And we don't call it dating. They just go out. He still can drive. So he's 10 years younger than her. So he could still drive. So they just, and his wife, Bev, passed away quite a while ago. She had cancer. And so they just enjoy each other's company and they go out to dinner together and stuff. Yeah, my mom is great. Thanks, you guys. Wow. Yeah, she's my heart. Yeah. She, and I tell you what, she had like a really rough childhood. My grandma Hayes, my son passed away 2018, sold my house in May this year, and started RV life full time. Getting ready to head west in a couple of weeks. Congratulations, Regina. I know how hard it is. And, first, I told you I came like on the road to heal. I think that I would be sharing this journey with so many people, but maybe that's why, like when I hear stuff like that the road somehow is helping me heal. And I have a lot of things, we all have a lot of things to heal from, but just going through all that and being able to breathe and giving myself a minute. I like to be alone. And I'm honestly, I love Donna, but I am looking forward to getting back and just being with my thoughts and being by myself. So, make sure you remember why you started the journey for you and don't let YouTube take from that. Yeah. And that's the thing, what I'm learning slowly. Like I said, you guys have been here from the beginning. So you're watching me, like literally, I had 58 followers when I left, on that Sunday. And, now what I have like 8,600. And so that's been in like 3 weeks. And so, just traveling cross country for the first time, getting in my van, dealing with traffic, finding places to sleep, you're seeing all that. And that's like, that's real and raw. I'm not trying to like, sugarcoat it. And, oh, Aaron, how do you guys do health insurance? Excuse me. So I have health insurance for myself in Minnesota. And right now, because I only plan on traveling till March because that's all I had money for. And like I said, I spent more money just getting here than I ever thought I would. And will I continue my daily videos? I will. Hi, Flying Views. Listen, I'm so used to working. Like if you saw my resume thing, I love to work. I love to work. And I especially love to work. I love people. When I worked at Walgreens, the best thing for me is people give me energy when I do makeup. Like I could be maybe not in a good mood or something. And the minute I get there and I start talking to people, I just get energized, like right now. And I just want, maybe it might be hard every day after a while. I know there's burnout and everything, but if this is a job for me and I want to go to places that I can show you, because other people have said too, other people have said that they can't leave their house, so they live through seeing other people do that. And I had this idea before I left, and I'll tell you guys, okay? So, I mean, I don't care if anybody steals it because that would be a good thing. Yes, an older Bo Derek. Bo Derek's older than me now. Well, I don't look like her when she was 20. That's okay. I'll take that as a compliment. Cheers. Thank you very much. I'll take Bo Derek any day. So I thought about, I was going to be on the road on my motorcycle, sold everything I own, but had a massive heart attack 2 weeks ago. Kurt, going to get through this and finally get on the road just maybe 6 months from now. Kurt, you will get on the road. You will recover and you'll get on that road and I will see you on the road. I do watch Van City Van Life, not all the time, but I do. Yep. I started watching him a long time ago. I love Amen and Beck. I love the Van Wives. I've been watching van life videos for over 5 years, and that's how I planned this. Anyway, back to my idea and tell me what you think. So when I see my sister in the assisted living home and, when I saw my family's in hospice and I would look at them and I wonder what they wish they would have done before they passed away or before they were in hospice or before they couldn't do anything anymore. And so I had an idea that I would, it's kind of like a Make-A-Wish Foundation, but if somebody wanted to see somewhere, they hadn't traveled to, that I could do that and show it to them. I don't know if that's silly or what, but what are the biggest obstacles you've had to overcome in your van life? Well, buying the van, I never thought I could afford a van. Like I said, this has just been one, I don't know how the hell I got here kind of thing. But finally, when I spoke it out loud and told somebody, because I thought, oh, they're going to think it's silly. I know other people said too, somebody said like, oh, I'm 55 and I'm glad you're doing this because I thought other people would think I'm silly doing this. I thought the same thing. And I finally told somebody at my work and he was like, oh, yeah, that sounds like you're trying. I don't think I could really surprise anybody anymore with what I do. So maybe that's just it. And then another girl I told, Deb, I worked with her. She's another paralegal. And Dirk Can Have from Michigan says, hello, Dirk from Michigan. And then she started sending me, seriously, I went back to my office and I sat at my desk and she had sent me some buses for sale. And I'm like, you know what? Like it wasn't, and she wasn't being like facetious or, like that. She was actually helping me look for something. And so I'm like, well, not so scary anymore. And, and people think it's kind of cool. So then I felt more confidence that somebody was supporting me. And listen, I don't know about you, and I'm going to ask this so you people tell me too. And I'm kind of being vulnerable. Somebody said, oh, you have a great family. I do have a great family. But have you ever been where like here, like strangers are more supportive than your actual family or your friends? How hard is it to edit videos? I do it on my phone now. I can do it on my computer. It's just that I do all my stuff on my iPhone right now. I showed you all the computer or all the photo stuff I have. I'll get there. So yeah, do you have like where your family isn't as supportive as like other people, maybe people you don't know that well? And it doesn't matter where the support comes from. Is there anything you really want to get for the van now that you lived in it for a while? So I do want to get solar. I already have a security system. I would love to get Wi-Fi in the van, but I am not. I've been researching it, and I'm not going to get like one of those big poles that you got to put up. Oh, yes, my sister flipped out and gave me all the reasons to not do this life. Well, and I think I told you how my sister had gotten a job. Sorry, I started crying before, and my nose is running. My sister had said to me that I think that's when I got a job with Suzanne Summers, and I was like, hey, I'm going to be working for Suzanne Summers. And she's like, Tracy, why don't you get a real job like the rest of us? And at first I was very hurt, but she's an accountant. And then after a while I thought about it, and I get that my friends are my family. Yep. So you get to choose your family, and again, there's nothing wrong with that. Like my family is lovely. I love them. But no, okay, you're lucky. Your family is very supportive, and that's great. And some people, don't have that. My mom's very supportive of me, and I have been very lucky that she has been. But my siblings, not so much. But again, it's not that they aren't supportive. I think, like I said, with my sister, it came from her because she could never do that. So she was just like, putting that on me. So, I'm not, and stop apologizing. You know what? That might be like a Catholic thing. Sorry. I mean, if you're Catholic, it's great. I'm just used to saying, I'm sorry a lot. I don't know. I use a cell with a hotspot for laptop. Yep, that's what I do too. Mentioned that I was just thinking I know you better than my family. And that's how I feel about you guys. It's only been this long, and I said I already feel my family is so critical and condescending. Strangers have treated me better. I think that's kind of a common theme. Yeah, she was projecting her fears right. Get a web boot. I thought about that. Having going away party for me turned out to be an intervention to convince me not to go. Didn't work. Good for you, Veronica. They had an intervention to go, and she still went. You're retiring in December 31st. Then I'm going to hit the road heading west. I live in Pittsburgh now. Can't wait to be going. Okay, sorry, it went before. I am so happy for you guys. My dad thinks I'm nuts, but everyone else thinks it's cool. I'm lucky. Yeah, you get some that think it's cool and some that think it's nuts. It's becoming so prevalent now that I don't know how, except for I will tell you, oh my God, Catholic school, the missing years. Yep. Being a single woman, I know people are afraid for you, for me. And I was just talking to Judy. I've only known her for 30 minutes. And can you hear me now? Can you hear me? I have to say I'm looking forward to meeting other like-minded people on the road. The community seems so supportive. I told you when I left, like I said, I see, people right now are so in fear, and I get it. Well, especially with, now what they're saying is coming. But what I realized is when I was home and I was, watching the news and everything else, it was fearful because I'm just sitting here watching what's like being fed to me. But when I actually like started driving cross country, and believe me, I'm self-aware. I make sure I'm around a bunch of people, like where I sleep. I have a security system. But people could not have been nicer. I can't even tell you how amazing people have been. And I told Donna, people are just so lovely. And then now to run into this, oh shit, I'm going to cry again. You guys make me cry. To run into like how supportive this has been with me just leaving. Let's see. Dogs are the best. Yeah. Yeah, I thought about getting a dog. We were just talking about that. But right now, I just want to get used to it's a lot right now. Let's see. It's scary for men and women with the nut jobs running around now. It is, but here's the thing, you could I mean, if you see the news, you could go to Target and something could happen. So, I just don't want I want you to be really self-aware and do whatever you can to protect yourself, but don't stop living your life out of fear. Fear not living your life. That's kind of my motto. After, like I said, I go see my sister in the assisted living home, and on the main floor, it's the dementia patients. And every time I go there, they're like eating dinner. And, none of those people are going to be able to leave. A lot of them don't have people to come visit them. And I just want to live my life while I can, while I'm healthy and get out there. Yeah. Vanways are back on the road. I saw that they got snow in Canada. They got all that rain too. Yeah, I just watched their video today. I'm so glad you're doing so well. You're very inspiring. Oh, thanks, Sherry. That's so sweet. When you guys say that, I don't feel very inspiring. But that's the thing. We help each other. We inspire each other. And that's what I want like this channel to be. Because I know so many people write me. I think it just resonates with the caregiving and stuff. And, doing what you want to do before your health fails. And listen, I've saved money. People thought I was rich or something. Not the case. But I just saved money for this. And I know it seems impossible. It seemed impossible to me. But believe me, you can do this. You can do this. Every journey begins with one step. That's exactly right. That's kind of like life coaching. That's what we say. You have your mom's Oh, you have your mom's here. So I'll tell you a funny story. I told you about the filet mignon. Well, this time it's not about me. And I know my mom wouldn't mind me telling you. I was telling Donna we were driving down the road. And sorry, there was a deer crossing sign. You know how where they have like the sign with the deer on it? Yeah. I guess that's my impression of a deer. But we were driving and I just started laughing out loud. And because my mom said one time, so we had a cabin and we were driving. I remember it was down a dirt road and there was a deer crossing sign. And we're all, it's quiet in the car, some music playing. And my mom, Joy, goes, I wonder how the deer know how to cross here. And we all just sat there like, what? And she was so serious. She thought the deer knew it was the deer crossing sign and that's where they're supposed to cross. So we had a good chuckle about that. And is this lifestyle sustainable? Do you ever get cabin fever? Love your perspective on it. So like I said, I'm right out of the gate. You guys caught me right driving on the driveway. I mean, I did all my stuff beforehand. I remodeled it and stuff. That was so fun for me. But that's why I can't wait to get back on the road. It's been so lovely with Donna, and Sedona has been beyond my wildest dreams. There's just so much to do here. That accent makes you so endearing. It's just so funny because I don't hear my accent. But Archer, my family came around eventually. That's great. I think if you do something, like if they aren't supporting you, it mostly comes from fear for you from them because they love you. Let's just go with that, okay? Oh, yeah, my mom and the deer crossing. I laughed out loud just when I saw this. Donna and I got a good laugh about that. So now next time you see a deer crossing sign, you're going to be like, I wonder how the deer know how to cross here. We call them joyisms. If you saw my mom on the video, you'd get it. Yeah. Joy, how funny. Yeah. Oh, thank you. You did a great job renovating your van. that was the funnest part. And do you know, if you're in a road trek group, is anybody in the road trek group here on Facebook? They do not like you painting. They just want wood. They want everything exactly how it was 20 years ago, and you should not change anything. Me too. I'm going to retire, march from my job in Yellowstone, and hit the road in my renovated 88 Class C. Is a 20-foot RV, me and my Aussie dog. I'll be 63 May 1st. Been my plan for years. Way to go, Eugene. Way to go, Eugene. I just want to cheer all you guys on. Whenever you guys write me, that's kind of my thing. Really, I'm here cheering you on because I want you to be able to do this. If this is what you want to do, this doesn't have to be what you want to do. If you, like I said, you can make any adventure wherever you are. You don't have to sell everything to do it. My sis just took off, got a divorce after 40 years. Her husband brought her out of her house and she wants to get a motorhome from Michigan, now in Las Vegas, left a few days ago. I love anybody. So if you don't know, well, you wouldn't know. I'm divorced and very controlling guy, if anybody's been there before. And so now I am just, like I said, I've kind of felt like I didn't have much choices going through all these things. And now I feel like I want to say I'm free, because that's not the wrong word, because I love my family and I love to help take care of them. But I feel like the choice is mine now, which it always has been. But I don't think I knew that back then. Old schoolers, adverse to change, disregard. You know what? It's hard to change. It's hard to change. And you can't change anybody. The only person you can change is yourself. And, I said this before, like about life coaching. How like when somebody says, what would you do in this situation? And, your friend asks you all the time, oh, what would you do? You're like, yeah, well, I'd do this. And they're like, yeah, no. So imagine how hard it is to change yourself, like if we want to lose weight or, whatever it is. Imagine how hard it would be to change somebody else. We can't even change ourselves. So just a little food for thought there. That sounds, let's see. I am new to your channel. Just started watching you this week. Well, hello, Maria. Thank you for watching. You had those ruby slippers all along. Yep, exactly. That's it. That you didn't realize the power that you had. And somebody else wrote, oh, Dorothy, you've always had the power. And, it's true that we give up our power. Now, this is going to sound like a life coaching talk or something, but we give up our power to people. And it's in my vlog for tomorrow. So I did some clips for today already. So you'll see this, but you're on here. So I'll tell you now. So we went to church today and I don't know if they call him a pastor or whatever. It's based on the Course of Miracles, if you know what that is. And he said something which really struck me, and I just thought about it the rest of the time. He said, a lot of us have lost our faith and we forgot that we're magic. And, I don't want to get too philosophical. Listen, I don't like to go too deep. My eyes glaze over sometimes. But, it's the truth. We are magic. And we are meant to not live and just sit behind a desk and listen to what, like society tells us to do or be. So, yeah, don't let your music die in you is my motto for van life. Wayne Dyer. I love Wayne Dyer. Yep. Your accent is almost French. And I do talk with my hands. My sister was she used to be an interpreter. So like right after she quit or when she was working, she would always talk and be like signing and talking at the same time. She couldn't help herself. Hi, TJ from Minnesota girl. Fellow road trekker, 95 Chevy 190 Independent, hoping to get on the road in the spring. One last winter in Iowa. Did you name your van? Yeah, her name is Lucky Charlene. If you haven't seen my van tours, I just did one church the year in my van. I did a quick, somebody wanted a van tour. I did an in-detail van tour, like telling you where I bought stuff, how much it was. I redid my van for like under $500, other than the upholstery, the whole inside of the van. So I went through and told you where I got it, how much I remember it being. Let's see. Hello, I jumped on here after being on a live true crime YouTube. Happy to be here. I love true crime. When I listen to podcasts, that's what I love. Or I love, you know what's sad is I love those like scam dating stories. And I don't love that it happens to these people, but I just watch them on, my name is, I'll look it up and I'll let you know. But I didn't want it to end. It was so good. Hello from Brazil. American living abroad with my wife. Hi, Mark. Happy you're here. Gosh, Brazil. I would love to do international travel. I would just love to. I want to go to Tahiti. I want to sleep in one of those huts that's over where you can see in the glass on the bottom, like the fish and stuff. Has anybody ever done that? Let me know. Where did you find your van? Somebody asked this as a comment. So I found my van on Craigslist. It was so weird. I started looking. I saw a road trek. I never knew what a road trek was. And then the pandemic started and I would go for a walk every day. And I saw it parked in a driveway. Every time I walked by, I would walk every day. And I almost went and knocked on the door because I wanted to see inside. And I went home and I Googled it, like, what's a road trek? Because it was perfect. That it was the perfect size. I didn't want anything that I couldn't, park easily and would be like, that if I was sleeping there, people would definitely know. So I went home. I'd never seen one, went home, looked it up. I'm like, yes, this is it. But I can't afford a road trek. There's no way. Fiji. I want to go to Fiji too. Vans are hard to find. They are. And that's what's so weird. So I would just randomly check Craigslist in my area. And my daughter was home and we were going somewhere. I literally had like 5 minutes. I was going out the door and I'm like, oh, you know what? I'm just going to check. I was on the couch and all of a sudden I saw a road trek, 2001, 56,000 miles from Matamidi, which I lived in White Bear. It was like probably a mile or two from each other. Now that never happens. And he said, interested parties only, like, really interested. Yeah, a mile from my house. Right. And so I was the first person. He had just put it up like 5 minutes before I called. So I called him and I ended up going to see him. I met him in a parking lot at Perkins the next morning, right by my house. And I took it for a drive and I offered him 2,000 less. It was 27,000. And he said, because he had just put brand new tires and brand new brakes in it. And I knew if I didn't buy it, then the next person would buy it. So I'm like, okay, I'll buy it. No, it just came out like, yes, I'll buy it. And so that's how that all started. And it just kind of rolled from there. Do you see yourself doing this when you fully retire? Or will you permanently return to brick and mortar? So, I like that. Gypsy Adventure. Make it a goal when you hit 100,000 subscribers, you will book a trip to Tahiti. You're on. I will. So, yeah, 27K. I don't know. That's what they wrote. I'm not sure if they were just clarifying that. Yep, it cost me 27,000. So yeah, so that's how it all started. And then when I had it, I got in there right away and just started like doing stuff. And one thing led to another and I had my van. And then I didn't know really what I was going to do. I thought I was just going to maybe go on some trips. I wanted to live in the van, but just like, if you're at the same place I was back then, I was afraid, like, how do I leave my life here? How do I leave my mom? My sister's in an assisted living home. How do I have jobs. What about those responsibilities? To start van life this summer when I get delivery. Good for you, Mario. He ordered his van in August, and he has to wait to start van life till summer. But yeah, so believe me, it was more of like a head game with me with the guilt and everything. Like, how am I just going to leave everything? But I told you before, I don't know who's seen my videos and stuff. But so the jobs I have, I can go back to. I'm a makeup artist, worked at Walgreens. I'm a pharmacy tech. I give the vaccine. I give the flu shot. I, put prescriptions together. I'm a paralegal. I tattoo. I'm a tattoo artist. I tattoo eyebrows. I microblade eyebrows. So I do a lot of things, and those things I can just say, oh, I'm a process server. But I can just pick those back up when I go back. So I'm very lucky, like as far as that goes. And I'm going to tell you too, because a lot of people have commented about my shower in the van. So if you have a road trek, will you let me know if you use the shower in your van? Because so in the road trek, if you saw like me showing the road trek, it's kind of weird because you have the toilet, which is great, and then you have the shower. And my shower like just kind of hooks up here, so it's got a long, thing. And so in the road trek, you're supposed to shower like in the galleyway. So the bottom, is, well, I have vinyl over it now. And then there's a drain. So then it drains down to the ground. And I just want to see if somebody starting a mobile caregiving van life. Can't wait. P.S. You are beautiful. Smart. Oh, you're starting. Adrian is starting a mobile caregiving van life. I am so happy for you. I think it would be to tell us what you don't do. Thanks, Blind Views. Yes, I'll tell you what. Well, but here's the thing: if somebody told me what I didn't do, then I'd probably consider it a challenge and go figure out how to do it. I was a roller derby girl. Oh, I was just telling Donna too. I forgot to tell you, I was an airline steward. Well, what do they call them? Flight attendant. Sorry, that's politically correct. Flight attendant for Masaba. Was an offshoot of Northwest. It was a long time ago. It was the worst job I've ever had in my entire life. So being a flight attendant, well, at least back then, was not glamorous. Good evening. Pleasure to see your first live. I absolutely love your van videos. Making a livable van is now on my bucket list. Yay! Openly avoidant. Well, you won't be avoiding van life then soon. But yeah, it has been such the journey. I mean, I've only been out here 3 weeks, guys. And I did NASCAR, and that's why I was trying to. Oh, the shower. Let me go back to the shower. Sorry, I lose my train of thought. Let me know, you road trekkers, if you shower in your van, because we have like these doors that open, so if you go to the bathroom, nobody can see you, and then if you shower, but water would get all over. So I would just rather not shower in the van. There's a shower outside the van too. Flight attendant. Yeah. It wasn't that fun. I don't know. Toss up between that and McDonald's. My first job was at McDonald's. So I don't know which one was worse. Let's see. Hi from Utah. Hello. Which is better? Let's see. Hi, Daytona. All right. I was looking for flight attendants are the best. They are the best, especially the ones who love their jobs, because I know a lot of them love their jobs. And I did get to, when we were training, I got to slide down. They deployed the slide, so we knew how to like get out in emergency. So I got to slide down a slide on a landed plane. So that was fun. Let's see. Traveling to the West for 30 years, very experienced in high-speed internet while traveling, can show you. Perfect. That's exactly what I'm looking for. Chung Rigby, could you send me an email? If you saw, it's tmjt26@hotmail.com. I know, who uses Hotmail? I don't know what it is now, but it's Hotmail. It's changed, but you can still use that and it gets to me. So yeah, aging myself again. Who's your favorite van lifer? You know, I really love Eamon and Beck. I just love how real that they are. And the van wives too. I love to see like what they're doing. Now it seems like all of them are building cabins. And I think because of the pandemic and stuff. But I just started watching, well, I've watched her for a little bit, that Nikki Deventhal and Christian Schaefer, is that her name? She's a photographer and she travels around. Uh, she does some dog sitting too. And I found some, what is it called? Like not house hunters, but something like that, where you can watch somebody's animals and stay in their house and you get to stay there for free. I had the best head flight attendant flying out of Minneapolis ever. He sang and danced that little safety routine. See, us people from Minnesota can't keep us down. We'll dance and sing for you. Trenton Alley. Yeah, I do like Trenton Alley. For some reason I haven't sorry, I hit the thing. I haven't caught up with them. I don't know, have they had their baby yet? I know they were building that house and for a while there I just wasn't interested in it, but I'll have to catch up with them. Oh, us more mature folks still use or have Hotmail. Thank you. Yes, I'm mature. Very mature. Trent and Allie are having a baby. Yeah, I'm building a home. Well, I saw building the home. But I don't know when they're baby. I know they're having a little baby boy. I was watching for a long time. Let's see. Been thinking for the last 2 years that I'm going to buy a property up North Arizona and build me a tiny home. Who knows? I might just go crazy when I finally leave these 4 walls. Yeah, I was just talking about a tiny home. I wouldn't mind living in a tiny home. Listen, now for me, now that like I don't need stuff because my daughter Jessie's out of the house, and I truly don't need anything. Like really, like material stuff. I'll wear the same thing 3 days in a row. I mean, I cut my own bangs. Did anybody else cut their bangs after they got the tutorial from me? Let me see them. I still have Hotmail also. Thank you. I don't feel so bad then. I have a Yahoo too, but yeah. Oh, Hotmail is Outlook now. Thank you. Yep. Oh, Allie's due December 3rd. Okay, good. Well, I'm going to start watching them again. I don't know why. Well, I've been kind of busy. Donna's kept me hopping. But they're about 2 to 3 weeks behind on their posting. Yep. Nikki Deventhal. Yeah, I like her too. She's so positive and up, and that she's in a Prius, and that just goes to show you can like make this happen out of anything. And I watched the one where she said she wants the Prius. She doesn't want to live in a van. And at some point, I might like that either. Honestly, driving over those mountains in the road trek, I would rather have like a truck, maybe. I don't know, but kinging it, hilarious. Yes, they are great too. Now David Cassidy pops up recommended all the time. Sorry, Sparky. Yeah, come on, after you saw that picture, this is David Cassidy here. And we're missing Leif, but we still love him. Keep your daydream. Let's see. I cut my own bangs for years. Way to go, Anna. Ann J. So sad what happened to Lee. That is sad. And, that's another thing, mental health. People don't like to talk about it for some reason, and I don't understand why. I've dealt with panic attacks since I was young, but when I was young, we didn't have Google and I didn't know what they were. And then I started sharing with my family and to find out that they had panic attacks also. And when my brother was really sick, a couple years ago, I got really bad anxiety. I mean, like really bad anxiety. And the minute I woke up, minute my eyes opened, I felt it. I felt like anxiety. I tried everything. I went to a Buddhist temple. I thought that might help. That's when I started making jewelry. That actually did help because I would focus on something. And then I went to talk to someone. And I've talked to people in the past before, like what is it, psychologists or psychiatrists? I don't know which one. Sorry. But and she said to me, she said, Tracy, you don't have to suffer. And I thought that I did. And I thought that I was strong by not taking anything. And, I went on an anti-anxiety Lexapro, and that helped me through it. So don't ever think that that's a sign of weakness. It's a sign of strength, is to get help when you know you need it. And you can't talk to people in your family or your friends sometimes, so sometimes you need a third party to talk to. And I just want to encourage you to just know that it's available to you, and don't keep that to yourself. Being creative is very helpful for anxiety. Yep, I'm proof positive. And that's it. And so when I did stuff with Donna, so when I gave all my stuff away and sold stuff, I had all my beads because I had a bunch of stuff. I made a lot of jewelry, and I gave it away, which is great. But yeah, now that I was here, I was so, I was just going to say jazzed. I say something like, it's my jam. It gets me jazzed. Sorry if I'm back in the 80s, but it was so fun. Donna and I just sat in silence, both working on our necklaces. So it was a lot of fun. Thank you, Richard. Totally agree on the not suffering. It definitely is not weakness to get help. No, and until she said those words to me, I mean, she was so nice, and she just looked at me like, just matter of fact, Tracy, you don't have to suffer. Like, there's help. I'm like, I don't. And I went to see my doctor and got a prescription. And I tell you what, it didn't make me feel like high or low. It just helped me quit ruminating. Like I would have these racing thoughts all the time, and I couldn't stop them. And so that's just what it did for me. It just helped me quit like ruminating on like, bad things or things that could happen. And I think that that's what freed me to be able to move forward. Because if I was still in that place of anxiety, I didn't even want to leave my house a lot of times. And, I got to a point one time in the past, I was in my 20s, that I was almost like agoraphobic. So I dealt with panic attacks for a long time, and then I kind of got through them. And that's the thing too. It's like, a lot of times you have to just face the fear. Oh, Aki. Yeah, I love Max and Aki. Now he's going on a boat. Yeah, he's getting back to traveling, and he's going on a boat. But, I just want you to know, like, my motivation is because of what I've seen with my family and seeing them being sick. And I just don't want you to let fear stop you either, because life is just so short. And you never know what's going to happen. So just get out and not even get out. Like I said, your adventure does not have to be, when I say go out and make an adventure, I don't mean like you have to like do this grandiose, sell everything, give everything away, and move in a van and travel cross country like me. It can be something small. Anything's an adventure. Like I said, this is the adventure. Life is the adventure. And a lot of times we have to make it happen, because nobody's going to come knocking on our door and drag us out to do it. So, hello, Roseanne Hayes. Nice to meet you. Pets are the best therapy. They sure are. I have loved having Scouty. She's the best dog. No, I'm not done with being out on the road. No, I'm leaving next week. So here's the thing. I haven't seen Donna. Donna moved here. She moved to was she in Phoenix and then Scottsdale or something, and now she's here. And I just happened to I came to do NASCAR, so I'm like, oh, I'll come to Sedona. And then she's just been so lovely to put me up, and we have had, I can't even tell you the best time, and she is the best person to show me Sedona. So if I could see all this stuff and like show you, look at, we've gone on different hikes, that I wanted to get everything I could have out of Sedona while I was here, because I probably won't be back now for a while, because then I'll be moving on. So after this week, I got to get the oil changed tomorrow. I got to call and get new retainers for my teeth. I don't know how much that's going to cost, because Scouty chewed them. I didn't want to tell Donna. I didn't want to make her feel bad. But so then I have to have them send me the new retainers. So yep, some of our worst experiences in life are what motivate us most. That's exactly the truth. Almost missed you from Albuquerque. You're very interesting. I don't feel very interesting. You should take Donna with you. You get along so well. Yeah. Well, and that's what we were just talking about. Her friend Judy's here, and Judy has a pole camper, and Judy's going to let me interview her tomorrow. And Judy has backpack. I mean, Judy's been all over, so she'll be great. And she, what do you call it? Looked for all different ways on how she wanted to travel, so she'll have some good insight too. I can't wait to talk to her. I hear ya. Yeah, have them check all my fluids breaks. Yep. Hello from Australia. Hello. Stay awesome. You stay awesome. Road trek. Do you have to remake the bed daily? Yeah, I kind of just sleep kind of like I did at home. Just kind of fold over the covers, and then when I make the bed, I just fold them back. And Chuck's still out there. I never brought Chuck in. Oh, bye, Doug. Your battery's dying. I'll see you on my next live stream. This one isn't turning out so bad, and I don't even have moderators, so it'll be even better next time. So, yeah, I'd love to interview van lifers. So that's what I did. So I was anchor news reporter for the Hastings News. It's just a small, tiny community in Minnesota. But that's where I found how I love to interview people. So I'll be doing that more. Thanks for being here, Blind Views. Thanks for your support. Yes. And Lucky Dog, thank you for taking care of all that. I see you writing comments and stuff to everybody. So thank you. Yep. You may not always get what you want, but may you always have what you need. That's exactly right. Well, thanks, Tracy. Said you're doing great. Hi, Vancouver, BC. I heard you guys are getting flooded, huh? And then now you're getting snow. Is that right? If you're looking for someone else to make you happy or love you, or even to make your dreams come true, it will be a very long wait. That's right. I used to work in Hastings. So, I was on the Hastings News. It was just like on the what do you call it? Like the public TV or whatever it's called. But it's where I got experience editing and stuff. I used to edit on Final Cut Pro and put my stories together. And I love telling a story. It's just what I love to do. And I love telling other people's stories. So hopefully I want to make a documentary sometime. So if you have any ideas about making documentaries, let me know. Yeah, I do leave the bed set up in the back. It is so much easier. I was going to take it down and stuff like that. That's how I had it planned. But once I realized how much work it was, I was like, no. So I got a 4-inch memory foam mattress, which is so comfortable. And then what I did up front, if you look through my van tour, I put a lagoon table up there, and then there's like a seat there, and I could either sit in my passenger side or my driver's side. I can turn those around, or I can sit there and the lagoon table pushes out, so I can sit in any of those seats and do that. How have I had so many jobs? I don't know. I really don't know. Okay, I'll tell you a story. So I went to paralegal school. I got a 4-year political science degree. I just told Donna tonight too. So I really have always wanted to do something like athletic. I was into sports. I loved being athletic. And so once I finished with my poli-sci degree, I went to the University of Minnesota. I applied for to go to the master's in kinesiology, and I didn't think I would be accepted. They accepted me. So I went to my first class for my master's in kinesiology when I had a poli-sci degree, and my eyes were crossing. I don't understand any of this. Who ever let me in the master's degree program for kinesiology? And so I quit. So yeah. All right. What time is it? Holy cow. It's been over an hour. I can't believe, I'm talking to myself, but it has been so lovely talking to all of you. Okay. Well, let's go to bed. Okay. And you guys are so amazing. And thank you so much for being so supportive and just so nice to me. I mean, really, do a documentary about the life in America today. Yeah, I would love to do that. Love to do that, especially being out on the road. I think I will get a really good idea. I think I will find out what I want to do a documentary on. Time flies when you're having fun. It's been such a joy, you guys. Again, thank you so much. It went smoother than I ever thought. And I didn't even drink all my wine. I thought maybe I'd need some more liquid courage, but I didn't. So thank you. I really love talking to all you. Bye, you guys. I'm going to sign off for now, and I'll see you in the next one. All right. Guess what? Go out and make an adventure. Doesn't have to be anything big. Just start somewhere. Okay? All right. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Bye.